Hi everyone, I am Jeannie O'Brien and I am with the Joy Droppers and I'm here to show you how to ditch and switch hand soaps. Before I found YoungLiving and I was living the careless way, I used to love going to Bath and Body Works and buying my foaming hand soaps from them because they smell delicious, they look pretty, and I didn't really pay much attention to the ingredients. It wasn't an important part of my life at the time. And it wasn't until I had kids that I really discovered um, you know, I realized that I had to be healthier, live healthier for them and for my body. When I was pregnant with my daughter, everything just kind of clicked. Like everything you put in your body, there's a cause and an effect to that. So I started ditching and switching lots of products. A really helpful app is the Think Dirty app. You can just go around your home and scan things and it will tell you what the toxicity level is on them ranging from 0 to 10. And I ditched anything that was over a 5. I immediately threw away, and then slowly I replaced other items to try to make them more healthful and plant-based or natural. You have to really check your labels because they can disguise, oh geez, my stool just broke. Whoops. They can disguise a lot of nasty toxic ingredients under one word: fragrance. And you think like, oh, it may say all natural fragrances derived from plants, but that may not be true. Usually it is not. I would say about 90% of the time that is not true. We don't know where they're getting that fragrance from. And if you really look further into it, it's all chemical based. So just be really mindful of that when you're looking at ingredients. It's hard to ditch fragrance. I'm very guilty of that because I like the smell of things and I want things to smell pretty. But I have found beautiful oils that I love to replace a lot of those scents that I love. And now when I smell those other things, I sometimes like cringe because I'm like, oh my gosh, you can actually smell the chemicals in them. It's pretty gross. So I'm going to teach you how to make 3 different hand soaps. They're not just ditching and switching for chemical free, but also ditching and switching to save some money. It turns out these are extremely cost effective. I've broken it down, and depending on which oils I use, I'm paying roughly 50 to 75 cents per bottle for really good, extremely healthful soaps. So the first one is Thieves. Now I'm using this Thieves bottle. The first time I started using the soap, I bought this right from YoungLiving, their hand soap. And it's kind of pricey, so once I bought it once and I loved it, I said, I'm going to start making my own. So I just cleaned out the bottle and I actually already made a video, and unfortunately, somebody called me and interrupted it. So I already made the Thieves in the last video. So I'm just gonna show you the components that I put in here, and then I will make one at the end. So for the Thieves, you're going to do about a tablespoon of carrier oil. You can use olive oil. For the Thieves one, I really like olive oil or the V6 because they don't have as much of a stench, and I love the smell of Thieves. Like, I want to smell the Thieves and that cleanliness of that. Olive oil to me doesn't smell that great. V6 has no smell whatsoever. So this is the one I usually use when I do Thieves. Adding the oil is totally optional, but it helps your soap become more moisturizing. Without using a little bit of oil in your soap, they can be a little bit dry or just feel, I don't know, blah. But when you add just a tablespoon, you really don't even need a tablespoon of the oil. They're just extremely nourishing and luxurious feeling. So I did a tablespoon of the V6 in here, and I just kind of wing it and lay it on its side and check. Then 1 tablespoon of Dr. Bonner's Pure Cast Iron Soap. Same thing, dump it in there, about a tablespoon. 8 drops of Thieves oil. You can do more or less depending on how pungent you want it. And then I fill it with warm water. I use warm just because it helps it all mix a little bit. Hi, baby. I'm just making a video if you want to come sit for a few minutes. For YoungLiving. So if you don't have to use hot water. This has actually been sitting out for a while, so it's not even that hot anymore, but it does help blend everything. So you're just gonna shake it up really good. Don't fill it all the way to the top. The foaming dispensers have a really large piece that has to go all the way in to make it foaming. So you don't want to fill it all the way to the top. Put that on, give it a shake, and there you go. Foaming hand soap. And it smells just like the one I bought from Thieves. It's super yummy. Sure, come on over. The next one I made in the last video was this yummy one. And this one actually is still warm. So for this one, I used a tablespoon of sweet almond oil. And this is the one I tend to use in all the different soaps I make. So whatever scent I'm in the mood for, except for the Thieves. Just because I like the smell of sweet almonds. It just gives it a tiny, I don't know, it just elevates it a tiny bit. So a tablespoon of the sweet almond. 1 tablespoon of your Dr. Bronner's again. And in this one, I did Joy because I really just love the smell of Joy. It's one of my, it is probably my favorite oil. This and Dejai's, I really love them. They're amazing. I don't just love the smell, but I love the feelings, everything that comes with this bottle. So this is a more pricier oil. You don't have to use it. The most cost-effective one is probably lavender, to make a lavender lotion. And I will make that for the next one, but this is for my bathroom, so I chose Joy. To give it just a little bit of tint, I added 1 drop of German chamomile. This has blue tansy in it, so the oil itself is a bluish shade. I don't know if you can see that. You can like see how it's on the top, it's blue, whereas all the others are clear. I think Joy's top is clear. So I added a drop or two of that. My tablespoon of Dr. Bronner's, tablespoon of sweet almond, fill it with warm water, shake, shake, shake.
Where's Patrick?
He's still sleeping.
Why were you talking to him?
Oh, I'm not talking to him, I'm making a video. Say hi.
Hi.
Look at Mommy's phone. This is Victoria.
Hi.
Come on in.
Hi.
All right, next I'm going to make a soap for Miss Victoria's room, or her bathroom, I mean.
I want to make it.
You want to make it too, okay. So, I totally don't mind my daughter helping because we are using all non-toxic ingredients. You want to use purple oils?
Yeah.
You got it. Okay, so have our bottles. By the way, I get these foaming bottles from Amazon. They run, for 4 of them, they run about $5, so it's like, what, $1.25 a piece. But the more you buy, obviously, the cheaper it is. So I bought them one time in a case of 12 for a class, and they ended up being like 60 cents a piece. So, you know, maybe split them with your friends if you just want a couple of bottles. But, you know, I made my face wash with them. That's going to be in another video later on. My hand soaps, basically anything you use foaming wise, grab some of these bottles. Still tired? Yeah?
A little bit.
Little bit.
While I was napping, I hurt my neck. I like clanked it this way.
Oh no, we better get her some, better get you some potions for that, huh?
Yeah, I like clanked it.
She clanked her neck.
I,
What oil would we use for a clanky neck?
I just
Okay, so first we're gonna use
my neck is clanked.
tablespoon of Dr. Bronner's.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna make it foamy and soapish. That's the pure cast iron soap.
It won't spill.
A spoon. Mommy's just gonna do it by eye, but I'm gonna let you do this one. So,
I can do that one by myself.
okay. I decided in the one for the kids' bathroom that I was gonna use the seedlings oil. I love, love, love this carrier oil. It's great by itself, but it's also really good for making my kids' rollers. And it just makes, excuse me, a really nice moisturizing oil for this soap. Excuse me. Hang on. Also, use it in your hair, ladies. Oh, after the shower, hair's a little dry, especially if you live in upstate New York and we're still having like winter weather on April 9th. This is great for that. After the shower, just put, you know, a tablespoon, not even, teaspoon in your hand, couple dots, rub it through your hair. It's awesome. Not yet. We're not going to do that one. We're going to do this one. So, here you go. Right over here, and she's going to pour in here, right there. A little bit of this. There we go. This one is pretty thick, so I'm actually only going to use about a teaspoon of this one.
You already did.
Smell it. It already smells really yummy because this has a really natural, yummy lavender scent. And then we're going to use her favorite purple oil, which is lavender. Her other favorite purple oil is grounding. My daughter loves that oil. And that one smells delicious. Okay, now 8 drops of lavender oil.
Okay.
8 drops. As you can see, she likes purple. She is head to toe purple today.
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we got 10 out of this one.
That's okay. This was just going a little bit too fast.
It was going a little too fast. That lavender will get you every time.
I'll shake it a little bit for
Okay, give it a little shake. How does it smell?
you. Yummy.
Yummy. Okay, so the last thing we need to add is our water.
Okay. You have to do that.
Yeah, because it's a really heavy pitcher. And remember, we're not going to fill it all the way to the top.
And it's glass.
Yeah, and it's glass because that foaming dispenser is going to go in.
What's foaming dispenser?
There we go. Hopefully I didn't fill it too high.
Should we try it out? Try some soap out?
Yes, we'll try some soap out.
Just put it right on your hand.
Yep. Give it a shake.
Put some right on your hand and then just go rinse it.
There we go. And we have our soap.
Okay.
You want to try? You want to go wash your hands?
Yeah.
Thanks for your help. You did a great job. There you go. So that is how you ditch and switch those toxic hand soaps to all natural, yummy, plant-based ones. The other thing I want to tell you, it may seem like it's a little pricey at the beginning because you're buying, your oils and your bottles, your carrier oils and the Dr. Bronner's, but I think all in, like if you just stick to one, thank you. We call them potions in our house, essential oils. So it may seem like it's pricey when you add them all up if you're buying them all at once, but in the long run, you are going to see a fortune. Like I said, it runs about 50 to tops 75 cents depending on your oil, but if you just want to stick to those least expensive ones like your lavender, lemon, just remember if you're doing lemon, use a glass bottle. You're good to go, and it's super cheap. They work amazing, and you only need a tiny bit. I mean, I don't know if you saw how much I gave my daughter, but really you just need that much, which is barely even a full pump. It's about a half a pump. And you're going to get a really nice rich lather from that. So you're not losing anything by ditching and switching to a handmade soap, but you are gaining lots of health benefits. So hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for some other ditch and switch from the other Joy Droppers. And we hope you try some of these recipes at home. Thank you. Have a good night.